Ugh, not the pleasure shirt.
Karina, wake up. Hey, you guys, and welcome to the second official episode of the Hangxious podcast. My name is Sam, also known as Merpy, and this is my co-host, Karina Methner-Hefner. Stop. And on today's episode, we're going to be talking about all things pop culture. We're going to give a little bit of advice, and we're going to be talking about some funny stories, so stay tuned till the end. I need to start today's episode off by just thanking everybody who listened and supported our first official episode of the Hangxious podcast. You guys, it's going to be quite the journey, and I'm so excited for you guys to tag along for the ride, and I can't wait for you guys to see what's all in store. So for today's episode, I do have a list. I have a little bit of a list of topics that we're going to cover today. My heart is racing, and I'm actually shaking right now because of that pre-workout, and also because I think I have a little bit of leftover alcohol poisoning from last night's drinking binge. So apologies if I slur my words. The top of my list says, Taylor Swift is gay and we hate Rachel. I'm just kidding.
Rachel and I did get into a little bit of a fight last night over her still wearing Shein. So
Yeah. What's your thoughts on Shein for the girls at home?
I hate Shein. I think everything on that site is so fucking ugly and trendy, and it's terrible for the planet. And I also think that people who wear it have no... They just don't have good taste. That's all I'm going to say.
But on a lighter note, so lesbian Taylor Swift is at the top of the billboards. I'm so excited for my gay queen.
Oh my God. Are you sure she's not queer baiting?
I don't care if she's queer baiting or not, because you know what? Taylor Swift is the music industry, and you can suck her big fat tuna sandwich vagina lip, bitch, because Taylor Swift is coming to end all of you trolls and haters who for years doubted her and her successes. Taylor Swift is the epitome of a feminist icon, whether you want to believe it or not.
Yeah, no, we're proud Swifties over here.
Swifties till I die, and also a big supporter of the Gaylor movement. I believe that Taylor Swift very well could be bi, she could be lesbian, and I don't care if she is straight, to be honest, because I like her fucking music, and I think it's as simple as that. And I think if you have an issue with anything that Taylor Swift does, you're more than likely just pissed at her fans, because I'll be the first to say it. Some of her fans can be very fucking annoying and obnoxious, but honestly, whose
fans aren't though?
Right. Like everybody's is fucking like that. Like, I don't know why we get so mad at her individually when it's like, we could say the same for all of them.
Can we talk about Lana Del Rey fans? We're one of them, obviously, but they are ridiculous over her.
They're
they
evil.
Bully her.
They do fucking bully
included.
her. I know.
I bully her, but
okay.
I still love you.
Now that we covered the Taylor Swift debacle, let's give a moment of silence for Takeoff and for Leslie Jordan. If you guys don't know who Leslie Jordan is, he was a queer icon. He had a social media following on Instagram, and he really blew up during the pandemic, and he was my favorite fucking character on American Horror Story. And when I saw he died, I got so sad.
I know. It's really sad.
Yeah, and then Takeoff.
I didn't know who he was, but that's really sad.
You are such a
I'm
bastard.
such a bitch. Well, I didn't watch all of American Horror Story, but yeah, and the Takeoff situation is really sad. No, it's not what I meant to. Oh,
I know. I'm cutting all of that.
No, please cut it.
Okay.
This is why I can't be famous.
I know.
Literally would get. I would be Amber. Like how she was famous for 10 minutes and then got canceled by all of TikTok.
My fucking God. Our friend Amber, she is blowing the fuck up on TikTok right now for all of the wrong reasons.
Yeah.
And
she's a gorgeous girl, though. I've always thought she was so pretty.
Yeah, and you know what? Even if she is batshit crazy, aren't we all? Let's be honest.
And they keep coming back for a reason. So
yeah, seriously. Let's talk about Madonna did poppers, and she said she's gay. Did you see any of that?
Yeah, Sam, I actually did see it.
Yeah? What are your thoughts? Do you want to do poppers with Madonna?
Duh. Well, I'm actually taking a break from poppers. I feel like I got murdered in my sleep last night and came back to life after the amount I was doing last night and how much I was drinking.
Did it really, does it hurt your nose? I've never done poppers. Disclaimer.
It gives you kind of a burning sensation, but the head high is just it.
I've done Whippets. Is it similar to Whippets, like whipped
No.
cream?
No.
It's a different type of feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're not the same as Whippets.
Does your asshole really get looser?
I don't feel it.
Have you tried? Like, have you
No.
tried to have sex while you've done poppers?
No.
You're on
Okay, you're cutting that.
No, I'm not.
I'm not commenting. Stop. I'm gonna get beat up.
Oh my God, we can't do this.
I'm just kidding.
What are your thoughts on Billie Eilish and Jesse Rutherford?
I'm Team Devin.
Oh, okay. Devin's his ex-girlfriend, right?
Yes. Yes. And Devin's stunning. But I don't think anyone knows why they broke up, but that was literally my 9/11 when they broke up. So, and I just don't like Billie Eilish after the whole Lana Del Rey thing.
What happened with Lana?
She won over Lana, and that like literally pissed me the fuck. No, I'm not gonna say that.
What?
It's just gonna be like Lana Del Rey was like Leonardo DiCaprio in that way. They like get her hopes up, and then she just got stripped of it by like an 18-year-old at the time.
I know. And I'm pissed because I really love his music. I really love The Neighborhood.
Bitch. Me too.
I'm not even really a fan of her.
Love. I'm not a fan of her. I liked yours or not yours. That's Katy Perry.
Mixing Billie and Katy Perry up.
No, her other song about being gay.
What song does Billie have about being? What song does Billie Eilish have about being gay?
I just wish you were gay or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
Queer
Oh
baiter.
yeah. I know she is a queer baiter.
I did, however, see her live at Camp Flognon, and she's a really fucking good performer.
Oh, I bet.
She's amazing.
She's super
performer.
talented.
That's
Don't get me
how
wrong.
I got into her for a little. I was a fan of Billie for maybe like a few months until the Lana Del Rey thing, but her performing like made me like her.
Right.
I just touched the mic, but
okay.
It made me really like her.
Yeah, no, I really fucking loved her first album.
Mm-hmm.
And then for some reason I just didn't like her second album. And then I didn't listen to any song off her new album except the single.
She has a new album?
The one that Happier Than Never, Evanescence.
I don't know it. I don't know her.
You don't know Happier Than Ever.
No. I feel like I'm too old to like
You
listen to her.
You know that fucking song. You call me again, drunk in your Benz, driving home under the influence.
No.
Karina.
I'm not being funny. Like, I genuinely did not listen to that.
No, I believe that 100%. But you're being fucking like, were you under a rock?
I know. Why am I literally Patrick Starr?
Karina, I have to play it for you because
Okay,
you
that's
know the
fine.
fucking song. You're being obtuse right now.
That sounds really big.
It means stubborn. Shut up. You know what? I'm not
like,
gonna lie.
This
I have a few
season's
songs.
ending after this episode.
Already frenemies. I mean, I won't lie. I definitely have more than like. I have probably like
it
20 songs.
it literally popped up with all of her albums on his fucking library.
Okay, I'm a Billie fan. Okay, I admit it.
She has a beautiful voice.
Oh, she's incredible at singing. When she's not singing like. I hate her weird little frog whisper voice. Like, just belt it out. Come on, bitch. Give us something.
Oh, I hate this song. I hate that song.
You hate that
Whenever
song?
I see a TikTok with that sound, I like scroll past it.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's like one of the most popular fucking Billie Eilish songs
No,
on the planet.
I don't like it.
What about
Even
it?
though I relate, because now I like literally want to move out of Arizona because of my ex-boyfriend. But
Yeah, for real. Okay, the song is a
yeah.
little bit overplayed, but like when it first came out, I was shook. I was like, oh my
mean,
God.
honestly, I am being like a really big hater. I'm sure if I listened to it a few more times, I would like it. But I'm more
Right.
of like, the song I'm into right now is 29 by Demi. That TikTok trend I'll watch.
Yeah, 29 by Demi does slap, but it's a little bit
It's-
too triggering for me.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm kidding. Did you see anything about this thing called TwitchCon? Apparently some
No.
girl jumped in a ball pit and like broke her neck and died. I'm totally spreading misinformation. She's not dead. But like she got severely injured.
It's like Nikki with the car.
Literally Nikki in the car. No, it was bad. And did you see Machine Gun Kelly was doing coke on his Instagram story off of Megan Fox's boob? at his
No, but I'm not
grown
shocked.
age.
I hate MGK.
Ugh, I fucking do too.
And Megan Fox is like she's beautiful and like I've always been a fan of her, but she's so fucking cringy with him.
So
I
cringe.
hate their relationship. I'm like preying on that downfall. Like, okay, now your daughter's gonna have to literally hear about that.
Right.
And like, it's just weird. It's not a good look.
It's just like, why are you trying to glamorize
As
doing
if we
coke?
have any room to judge. We don't even have kids.
That's mom shaming. Professional mom shamers. How was your Halloween weekend? What did you get up to?
Oh, I slayed, as always. I was drunk Friday through last night, so Monday night.
God,
It was like I was on
Karen.
vacation.
Yeah, staycation much?
Yeah. No, Halloween's like a very big deal to me.
Okay. You're finding excuses. No, I do this just because it's Halloween, not because it's
Just wait until Easter comes around the corner.
Don't bring Jesus into this.
Okay.
Okay, so what did you go as on Thursday?
Oh, I went as Lindsay Lohan. Yeah, you weren't there, unfortunately. That was a really good night I had on Poppers, if I'm being honest. I was literally having so much fun dancing. I got out of my shell. I'm sure if like I saw myself, I would want to literally end my life because I can't dance for shit. And then when I get really drunk, it's like embarrassing because I've seen videos of myself and my mouth just drops every time.
It's just like the way you dance is like you let your hair carry the momentum of your head because you don't really know how to twerk. So it's like your hair does all the like moving for you. And then you just blind a bunch of people because you whip everyone in the fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, I'll wake up with like a really sore neck from going like this with my hair and like swinging it. It's embarrassing.
Clockwise, counterclockwise.
No, it's like really humiliating.
We need to get you into like a dance class.
No, can Lily teach me, your sister?
Oh.
Does she dance?
Yeah, but she's in like, she's 13. Lily's like in tap. You want to learn how to tap dance, bitch?
Honestly, that'd be a slay. Imagine I'm at the bar and I just start tap dancing.
Oh, look at her being quirky.
Ew.
On today's episode of the Hangxious podcast, we actually had some viewers write in. So I'm going to be answering, Karina and myself, we're going to be answering your guys' questions that you happened to write into us. And I just want to thank you guys for submitting these questions because we are so very good at giving advice. So it's very fitting that we would be the ones to do it.
We'll give the advice, but we're not taking it ourselves. So.
Yeah, trigger warning, we're massive fucking hypocrites, okay? So anything we say, you just know we're probably not listening. Check my DMs because I got a couple. I'm going to probably change the names, obviously, for legal purposes. But I got a... I got a...
The things I would do to show you the other side of the phone right now, you guys.
So I got a message from this girl. We'll call her Humpty
Meg.
Dumpty.
Meg.
So Humpty Dumpty writes in. She said, "Hey, Karina Merp, love the pod. So my question is, I have a boyfriend and I recently walked in on him making out with my gay best friend. What do I do? Do I break up with them?"
Oh.
Wow.
Personally, me, I would have stayed. I mean, let's be real. Let's watch the actions.
You know, that's actually really crazy, Humpty Dumpty, that you had a story like that happen, because I'm not kidding when I say I had something quite literally identical to that take place. So
Only he was the gay best friend in question, being the piece of shit.
So let me set the scene for you guys. This took place a few years ago. I think at this time in my life, I was in my Captain Morgan era.
Ew. And the Four Locos. You cannot forget about the gold Four Locos.
Yeah, 100%. But I don't think Four Locos were involved in this.
Shocker.
Yeah, I know. Probably shouldn't mention Four Loko. They'll send a cease and desist. Okay,
No,
anyway.
we should get sponsored. But
We should get sponsored, but you need rehab. So, if anything, you should be getting sponsored by like a sobriety coach, but I digress. So, the story takes place a few years ago, and essentially what happened, Humpty Dumpty, is I had a friend, and I'll keep her anonymous because I'm sure she doesn't want this living on the internet forever. But I'll give you a hint. Her name was Fuck, what should I call her? Chuckles the clown. Raggedy's aunts. Okay, so me and Raggedy, we go way back, okay? We've got a whole lot of history, all right? And she'll probably be on the podcast too at some point.
Oh, we love her.
Yeah, we do love her. So,
the thief of the speaker in question.
well, that's a different story. Let me get to the point. We got to give this girl her advice.
Yeah.
So, I was probably 19 years old at this point, and my moral compass was, it wavered, okay?
Oh, yeah.
Specifically when I was under the influence of alcohol. So I was actually...
And Adderall.
Yeah. Don't forget my orange little tabbies. So 30 migs.
You're like, I think about you every fucking night.
Literally before I go to bed, I'm like jerking off to the thought of it.
Ew.
So I spend the night with my friend basically, and she had a boyfriend, and this...
That she lived with.
That she lived with, okay? Mm-hmm. And this boyfriend, he was gay, okay? Like really gay. And before they started dating, there was a night we spent together on New Year's, like all of us as a group, and she brought him, and this was before they were dating. And when we were together on New Year's, I was taking a poop in the bathroom while my friends were doing lines of coke. And at this point in my life, I had a hemorrhoid, okay? So I was getting my period in the toilet.
Ew. Merpy.
I know. So I'm getting my fucking period, and I wipe my ass, okay, and there's blood on the toilet paper. He walks into the bathroom, and he's standing in the doorway, and he's like, what is that? And I was like, oh, that's blood on the toilet paper.
Why is he looking fucking weirdo?
That was the first red flag.
Yeah.
Second red flag was he's said,
like, can I sniff it?
No, listen.
Ew.
So he goes, what is that? And I said, that's blood. I have a hemorrhoid. And he went, how did you get that? And I said, from having anal sex. And then he was like, does it feel good? And I was like, weird.
Closet's glass.
Yeah. I was like, that's a bit weird. Why would you like ask that? Flash forward 20 minutes. We're totally making out.
Ew. In front of your friend?
I don't know if she was in the room or not. But this was at a party. But I just remember she spent the rest of the night following us around because she noticed that he kept asking for me. Like, he kept being like, where's Sam? Where's Sam? And I was like, God, this guy's so gay. Like, I felt bad because I was like, how does she not know that he's like clearly trying to fuck me? And I couldn't fuck. I was on my period, bitch. I'm not trying to get messy in the sheets. Not like I shouldn't do it because I have a friend, just because I have a hemorrhoid. Anyway, so cut to this sleepover a month and a half later. I hadn't seen him. She basically banned me from hanging out with him. Like, she ended up dating him. They weren't dating that night. And then they ended up dating. And then I spent the night with them. And I woke up in the morning and I just knew we were going to fuck. Like, she was like in the middle of the bed and she gets up to go make breakfast and he like starts playing footsie with me.
Ew.
He starts playing footsie with me and then she comes back in the room. She sees him like being weird and then she gets pissed. So he leaves the room and then she asks me, she's like, Sam, I just don't know what to do. Like, I'm at my breaking point. Like, I'm going to lose my mind. Like, at this point too, he was cheating on her with girls too. Like, she knew he was just a cheater in general. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you should go to church. Like, you really need to pray. And I was like, you know what?
You don't believe in God.
I know, but I believed in him enough for her, you know, for the two of us. So I gave her my keys and I said, here, take my car keys. I had a play that I had a performance for like within 2 hours and I woke up drunk still. So I don't even know how I did that, but I gave her my car keys. I said, just go to church, pray it away, you know. I'm sure everything will be fine. You'll get the clarity you seek. So she leaves, she goes to church, and I was still drunk, and I picked up the Captain Morgan. I chugged it some more. I was basically like blacking out at 10 a.m. And
Slay.
He was in the living room, and I walked into the living room. This was his house, and I go up to him, and I'm like, she left. She went to church. I was like, what are you doing still? And he was like, what? I was like, she's not here anymore. And he was like, oh, okay. So then he walks back into his room with me, and then I see him pull out his phone, And I literally watch him as he Snapchats like 6 different fucking girls. Like, I'm not kidding, within a span of like 2 minutes.
I hate you right now.
I
so
know,
much.
okay? I'm telling the truth because this girl needs advice, okay?
I would have literally hit you when I found that out.
I know, okay? And I'm coming clean.
She's better than me.
I'm telling the truth, okay? He's Snapchatting like all these different girls. So my logic at this point, right, was like, well, he cheats on her all the time with girls. Like, what's any different with the guy? Like, if anything, I thought I had less fault in that because I was like, well, he's gay. Like, doesn't even matter. I mean, he wasn't actually gay. I think he's bi. But point is,
I mean, it's his fault, but like, you're also still her friend. So
I know. Okay. I was Cassie in Euphoria. All right. And I'm telling the truth because I'm a vulnerable girl and I just want to, help some people out there reform their ways. So we hook up and I like start sucking his dick and she calls him and she's on the phone with him while I'm sucking his dick. And and we continue to hook up after he hangs up. And then she walks in and sees me and him literally kissing. I think it was just kissing at this point. But I think his dick was out and I had fingered him too. He was like a bottom to make it worse.
Of course you fingered him. Like what?
Like he wasn't just like
my
top.
God.
Like he was really like he bottomed,
Like that's why he was asking Sam how it felt because he's really into it. Mm-hmm.
Right. So she walks in on us and then she just stands there with this look on her face. It looked like she saw a dead body.
Oh my God.
I felt so horrible for her because I was like, no, my evil ways, they're catching up to me. So long story short, I just get up, put my clothes back on, and then I just grab my keys and I leave. And that's all I remember at least. And then I drove drunk to my play. I went on, I performed Lexi's play, Euphoria. And then, that's basically what happened. So to make a long story short, I'm burning in hell. And I think your boyfriend might like boys. So if you're okay with him being bisexual, that's perfectly awesome. But if he's also a cheater, I'd probably reconsider the relationship. And that brings me to my next question I received from this lovely girl. We're going to call her Helga. So Helga wrote in and she wants to know. My question is actually for Karina. Karina, I heard that you're like an insane detective when it comes to catching guys who are cheating. Do you have any tips and tricks on how to catch a guy who might be cheating on you? Snapchat, like how would you catch a guy using Snapchat, for instance?
Okay, so if you're on his phone, take a picture and act like you're about to send the Snapchat, but don't send it to anyone. Even the deleted chats will pop up in the most recent, and that's how I've caught everything, to be honest.
Okay.
So, and then I'll go to that girl, see if they're still friends, see if there's any messages. So I've been able to find people's like addresses after just finding their Snapchat name somehow. Also, if there's a phone number you're suspicious of in your boyfriend's contacts that's like a guy, go to Cash App and type in that number. It's most likely a girl and her username and photo will pop up.
Cool beans, cool beans. Okay, so now how would you catch someone who's using like iMessage? Like how would you be able to catch someone doing it that way through text?
I haven't been able to go through my cheater boyfriend's phone in like almost 2 years, so I don't remember necessarily, but like you can search messages and like search a certain name, it'll pop up if it's not deleted. But I honestly don't remember that too well. But I do know on Instagram, I'm not too sure if it's still like this, but if you like go to the search bar at the very top, if you scroll up, a search bar will pop up in the messages. If you type in a name, sometimes the deleted messages will pop up, which is how I found out he's fucked people he lied about because he was embarrassed.
Wow. Okay.
One girl specifically that he stole money from after he fucked her. So.
Oh, that's so nice. What a gentleman. Chivalry's not
I
dead.
sure know how to pick him. Right. I'm really fucking pissed off at him right now. So.
You sure know how to pick him, but you sure don't know how to leave him.
It's funny because I literally have I leave before getting left tattooed on my hand thinking I did something and I literally don't follow that at all.
What's your next tattoo? Stupid on your forehead? I'm sorry. Okay. Pickle's in a little bit of a mood.
Pickle.
That's your new nickname. Okay, Squishy. All right, Squishals. We got one more question. This one comes from, oh my God, we love her. Her question was, what are your guys' thoughts on using Facetune? I feel like I want to edit my photos, but I'm afraid that people will find out that I'm editing them. I'll go first. When I discovered Facetune at the age of 13, I was extremely insecure at this time in my life. I hadn't been on Accutane yet, so my skin was really bad. My eating disorder had never...
Sorry, not to
Yeah,
interrupt
I did
you.
Accutane
Really?
when I was 15 because I got fucking bullied about my skin. You know what's the shit I used to do to my skin? I used to...
Oh my God. Spill it.
I had to catch my breath, sorry. I'm getting worked up. I literally used to put fucking hand sanitizer on my face. I would walk into math class. They had a fucking mirror right outside the door. And you know how triggering mirrors are when you have body dysmorphia, okay? And in fluorescent lighting of all fucking places.
Schools have the worst fucking lighting known to man.
So imagine the amount of terrorism I went through every day walking to get from the door to my desk. So I would stop, look in the mirror, want to shed a tear. I'd see my skin. I would get pimples like right between like your nose and your lip, like on your philtrum. And
Oh, so it would look like herpes. That's even a plus.
it would look like herpes. It would look like I had a pimple mustache. Like, and people used to tell me I had big lips, but that was the only type of compliment I ever really got about the way I looked. So I was like, oh no, like if my lips don't look
so much more than your lips. I love you.
Oh, thanks, Queen. It's okay. But the thing is I was so afraid because I was like, oh my God, no one's going to want to like, even like no one's going to think my lips are attractive either. Like I have fucking nothing.
What everyone's looking at too, because that's what everyone says about you.
Right. So that's where my fear was coming from. So I would literally grab the hand sanitizer on my teacher's desk and I would fucking rub it into my skin. And then when I really wanted to get on Accutane, because this went on for a few months, towards like December. Months, bitch. Months. And then when I finally went to a dermatologist,
oh my God.
They weren't going to put me on Accutane at first because they were like, your skin's not that bad. You don't need it. But I had seen how successful the results were for my brother. So I was like, oh, fuck this shit. I will get the fuck on that if it's the last thing I do. So I went to my best friend Nicolina's house at the time. I went into her fridge. I opened up a box of, not a box, but a tub of, I can't believe it's not butter. And I rubbed butter all over my face. Dude. And I slept in it like a face mask. It destroyed my fucking skin. But the fucked up part was... I know. I digress. The question was about Facetune. And when I finally got Facetune, I was like, okay, smooth the shit out of my face. I would reshape the fuck out of every part of my body. I looked fucking stupid. I looked like a goddamn anime. Like, it didn't look like me at all. And I was like that for years. But over the years, I got slowly better and better at it until finally where I'm at now is like, I typically like on my Instagram, 90% of the photos I've posted, I have not edited at all. And the only times I do edit is if it's like something really minor, like, oh, I just need to like, just take like a pimple off, you know? Like I really try really hard not to touch my face at all because before I went into rehab, I had no eyebrows. I was bald. I was at a pretty heavy weight for myself and I just didn't like the way I looked.
You're at the heaviest weight you've ever been, right?
Yeah. And worst mentally, you know? Mm-hmm. And that's when I discovered FaceApp and I was smoking copious amounts of weed all the time. So I was basically posting photos of myself where I looked like fucking handsome Squidward and like no one was telling me to delete them. So like I was like, I guess
that was literally like a year ago.
I know. And that's when I stopped editing. Like I really was like, no more editing because when I looked at those photos, I got so much secondhand embarrassment, even though it was like technically firsthand embarrassment because it was literally me. So long story short, if you're going to edit your pictures, I personally believe if you want to edit them, go for it. But I just feel like if you're going to edit, there's definitely an amount you can get away with before it's a little bit like, okay, that's a little bit fucking ridiculous. Like, I feel like if you cannot look like that, like, this is the best way I'll put it. Edit your photos to look like the best version of yourself. But, like, if you can never look like that version of you, then don't edit it that much. You know what I mean?
I agree.
Like, when you started editing...
Yeah, okay. So I like did not use Facetune. I was so late on it. I started using it during COVID, like quarantine 2020.
Mm-hmm.
I was making my eyes like so ginormous. It did not look like me. And I remember Sam kept being like, "Can you just send me the original and I'll do it for you? Like, please." But
Literally
now I'm like,
begging.
I know, but
I'm like,
now,
I'll pay you to give me the fucking photo, bitch.
it was like really fucking bad. Like you can't, those pictures aren't anywhere on the internet now, thank God. But yeah, I was getting like really, really into that. But now like it's the same with Sam. Like I just like really fix like really minor things, and everyone tells me I look like my pictures.
Yeah, because
So,
you do. And I
thank
feel
you.
like if you didn't, I would tell
Yeah.
you because
Yeah.
there's definitely been times where you've posted one and I'm like, that's weird. Her chin went missing.
Okay.
Not saying
Fuck
you have a
off.
big chin, but that's the
Shut
point. Your chin
up.
just goes away. Oh my God. Okay, we got another question.
Okay, wait, but I hate FaceApp. I don't use it. I think girls that use it, please stop, because from someone who like has like always, like not always, but I'm really good at editing photos now. So like you can just tell when someone uses FaceApp and it just does not look like their face. And a lot of girls literally look like it's so bad. Like, I know your makeup doesn't look like that in real life. You look like an off-brand Kim Kardashian, and then in real life, you look like Ursula.
You look like
from
Rob, bitch.
No, stop it. Please delete the app. It's not good. If anything's fucking with your brain, it's that, because you don't fucking look like that in real life. And I'm not saying that to be mean. I'm saying it out of love. Stop using FaceApp. Please.
100%.
Stop using the Hollywood effect. You don't live in Hollywood. You live in fucking Phoenix. Like, stop.
Literally, you live in New Jersey, ho.
You live in fucking Alabama.
Literally.
Like, fuck you. God.
I mean, that's the thing is, that was literally the effect I was using.
Stop. Was it?
I was using Hollywood.
No.
Make me famous.
Sammy.
I know. It was a dark time in my life, okay? I was going through a crisis.
Dude, yeah, that was like a really fucked up time in your life. I felt so bad.
Yeah.
It was like so bad you like really couldn't say much to him, because it was just like, I've just never seen you like that fucked up mentally, to be honest.
Yeah, no,
That made
I
me,
never
like,
felt
really
that way.
sad. And when he was in rehab, the only people he would fucking call was his mom, understandable, and then his boyfriend. And it was like,
Trust
your
me.
friends, I ended up being on the fucking phone with your mom when I was selling cars at a dealership in Phoenix for an hour. It was just too long, and like I was basically talking to her to hear about you, because you did not talk to anyone.
Well, I'll be honest. I was,
was
kind
insane.
of, it was like something I really committed to doing, which was kind of being like the first time in my life where I was like, I'm going to be mysterious.
But you need that sometimes, and I'm sure that was a really good cleanse.
I think it wasn't like,
Yeah.
I mean, of course I missed you guys, but I think there was like a part of me that was like, I just, for
You
some
need a
reason,
fucking break.
I think I just needed a break. And
Yeah.
I didn't want to be like wasting all of my phone calls trying to give you guys little tiny updates when I knew like I'll see them in a couple weeks and be able to tell them everything.
Or like because obviously you would probably be like, oh, how are you doing? And then you wouldn't want to have to deal with our drama and try and comfort us while you're in literal fucking rehab trying to fucking better yourself.
Well,
So,
also,
get it.
I feel like it probably would have tempted me to want to go home, like
True.
hearing you guys. Because
Yeah.
anytime Johnny would be like, oh, like Nicki Minaj put out her mixtape, I was like, what? I'm trapped behind these four walls and Nicki has a mixtape.
No, or like, I'm just really proud of you for going, because you Ubered yourself there. You could have fucking told that car, turn the fuck around. I'm not quitting this shit.
Oh, bitch. I wanted to so badly. Oh, my fucking
The
God.
video was okay, so we have like this really monstrous group chat, and he literally, the last thing he sent was a video of him walking up to the rehab, and he was like, okay guys, like I'm walking up, and then he knocks on the door and they answered. It was like Toy Story when when Sully opens the door and Boo goes, what does she say? She's like, Sully or something. I don't know.
I don't fucking know.
That's literally what it felt like. Like that was all he gave us, and then did not talk to us for like a month and a half. And I was like, what? It was like when Kenzie got pregnant and didn't talk to us for a year. And we found out one of our best friends was pregnant through Instagram. She wasn't
For
talking
real.
to us.
I cried when I found out.
No, I remember.
No, but to be honest, when it came to
God.
making my phone calls in rehab, like if it makes you feel any better, every time I got off the phone with my mom, I was like, I can't believe I wasted a call on that. I can't believe I wasted a call on that. Oh my God, she's triggering me so bad. Like literally my mom decided in the middle of me being in rehab to suddenly financially cut me off. Like I would call her and be like, hey, can I have like $10 for snacks? And she'd be like, oh my God, I can't keep giving you money. And I'm like, what am I supposed to do? Get a job? I'm in fucking rehab, bitch.
Yeah, and then like, but when you're not in rehab, she's like just throwing money at you to get Adderall.
She was giving me money all the way up until I went into rehab. And then I would try to call her and be like, hey, like this facility isn't really what was advertised. Like they promised there'd be a swimming pool and like a functioning fountain and like everything here's broken. Like nothing works. And all she said was, they told me you'd say that. You're just trying to get out of there. It's like, I didn't say I'm leaving.
You're a liar. Or you used to be. You're honestly not anymore, but you walked in on me having sex one time and went, I need your purse. And then you took it and then you went to Circle K with his cousin to go get snacks and more alcohol. And I was full on like having sex with him. And we didn't stop either. I was just like, take it. That's what's so nasty.
Ew, you were like my mom.
Hey, I was busy.
Oh, God. Okay. Well, you guys, thank you so much for all of the advice that you guys had us answer. I love doing that. So if you guys have any advice you want us to give,
yes.
Continue to send in your questions. We would love to answer them.
Or just like a story time you're like curious about.
Right.
Like
exactly.
suggestions.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And then I think to end today's video, we're going to have Karina plug her social media. So Karina, where can the girls find you?
So Twitter is superficial. The last I in superficial is 3 1s. Just touch the mic. Yeah, I'm sorry. And then my Instagram is Karina Hefner. And then my TikTok, I'm pretty sure is Karina_Hefner.
Woo! Okay, and then my social media is I'm Sam Cook on Instagram and Twitter and TikTok. And you can subscribe to this YouTube channel to stay up to date on our weekly podcast uploads. And you can also download and stream our full episodes on Apple and Spotify. So thank you guys. And to all of my queefies for being a continued supporter of me throughout the years. And if you're mad at me about that cheating thing I talked about earlier, well, I do apologize and sorry if I struck a nerve. So, and on that note, let's sign off. My name is Sam/merpy.
And I'm Karine/Karen and Karina Hefner.
And Kanina Bonita Brown. And you are listening to the Hangxious podcast. Bye, guys. Love you. Ah.
Love you.
You're supposed to do it. Okay. Bye.